Dear students of class 9 in SK Government Girls High School, Manikganj, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am the Mohidul Islam, Senior Teacher English. Welcome you to our online class. Dear students, you know our classroom activities have been going on from 12th September 2021. We are gradually going on to get our classroom activities in full swing within very short time. We hope we'll be able to do that. And already we have met with you in the classroom. In near future, we will be able to take your classes regularly in our classroom. Yet our online class will be continued and you will get our classes regularly as you got it fast. Dear students, you know our COVID-19 situation is not totally under control. It is prevailing still now. So we have to be conscious and you have to follow the rules of health and hygiene. And moreover, whenever you come to our school, come to classroom, you will take the highest protection. Obviously, whenever in a word you will maintain, you will abide by all the rules of health and hygiene, and you have to protect yourself from this situation. Students, my last class I took a class on narrative style, how to sense a narrative style, how to sense a narration. I took a class. Last class was taken on narration. Today we are also having the class on narration. In my last class, I mentioned I uh, discussed on the basic rules of changing narration, the basic rules of changing narrative style. That means how to sense, how to convert direct narration to indirect narration. And it was discussed on detached sentence. And I also mentioned you, I also told you that in my next class, it will be discussed on passage narration because your syllabus is formed on uh, passage narration. In this regard, detached sentence you will not get in the question paper. You will get it in the form of paragraph in the which I also have given a passage on the board, and also the conversion form of the passage narration is also given in the second part. Here the answer. The first. Now you follow the passage and first you read the passage, then you read the answer. First one, I want to be a doctor. I want to serve the people of our country. Now, I like to mention that to convert a direct passage narration into indirect passage narration, at first you have to go through the passage fully, because sometimes the speaker and person spoken to are given in the last of the passage. Sometimes it may be hidden. Then you have to select, or you have to hold one. But you have to bring the speaker, and at first you have to open the speaker and person spoken to. In first step, you will read the passage and you will find out the speaker and person spoken to. Then here, I want to be a doctor. I want to serve the people of our country, said Rifa. Already we have found the speaker of these two sentences. There are two sentences in inverted comma, and two speeches are spoken by Rifa, said Rifa. Then it's a very good idea, but it's a very good idea. The sentence has been started from here. It's a very good idea, but there are many other ways to serve the people. Already the inverted comma has been finished, has been ended. Then again the inverted comma has been started. Why have you selected this profession? It is interrogative sentence, you have noticed. Then said Shamim. Now we have got two persons. In a passage narration, in some cases, whenever someone is speaking to someone, the first one who is speaking, he is a speaker, and who is speaking to someone, he is person spoken to. It's a conversation. Actually, passage narration is actually a conversation between two persons. Remember this, a conversation. Sometimes, suppose I am talking to you, then whenever I am talking to you, I am speaker, you are listening, you are person spoken to, and whenever you will talk to me, then you will be speaker and I will be person spoken to. So here sometimes Shamim may be Rifat may be speaker and Shamim may be person spoken to, and sometimes Shamim may be speaker and Rifat may be person spoken to, but you have to find out them from the very beginning, and in the first step we have to then, what is the first step of changing a passage narration? The first step is to find out the speaker and person spoken to. Clear, I think. Then we will go to change the first, as we have already got our speaker and person spoken to, so now we can start to change the narration. Rifat told Shamim that Rifat, now remember, in my last class I told you that for the assertive sentence you have to use a reporting verb, say or told, say or tell. Here, as these two sentences are assertive sentences, so Rifat told Shamim. Here, first one, I mentioned that you have to find out speaker and person spoken to. So, Rifat told Shamim that, told, say it has been changed, told Shamim that, conjunction that, he wanted to be a doctor, that is, he wanted to be a doctor. Uh, Already the tense has been changed here, as uh, the reporting verb was in past tense, so he wanted, that means he wanted that, who is he here? He means Rifa. So you, Rifa, he wanted to be a doctor, and added that here follow this. Added. Why added? Added, whenever we will use add, if the speaker speaks more speeches, more sentences, and same sentences, then such as assertive sentences, if the speaker speaks two or more assertive sentences, then for the next sentence you will use added that. I think clear. That means there are two species of refer. First one is I want to serve the people of our country. Sorry, I want to be a doctor. This is one speech, and another speech, I want to serve the people of our country. These two sentences are assertive sentences, and these two sentences are spoken by refer. So, first one, you have used told Shamim that he wanted to be a doctor. Normally, it has been said. For the second sentences, you need not use told. You have to use added. Then added that he wanted to serve the people of their country. Here, the refers to speeches are finished. Then the second portion, it's a very good idea. Still, we don't know who has told this speech. It's a very good idea. Still, we don't know. But there are many other ways to serve the people. This is also in a converted comma, so obviously it can be said that it is spoken by the same speaker. Then, and yet we haven't found any speaker. Then why have you selected this profession? Said Shamim. Then three sentences are spoken here. Three sentences, two assertive sentences, and one interrogative sentence. Three sentences are spoken by Shamim here. Then we have to bring Shamim in the first position now. So Shamim told, as two sentences are in assertive sentence and third sentence is interrogative sentence. So two sentences will be changed according to the rules of assertive sentence, and the third sentence will be changed according to the rules of interrogative sentence. Then Shamim told that normally it has been changed according to the rules of assertive sentence. Shamim told that it was a very good idea. Already normal tense has been changed, conjunction has been added, and it was very good idea. And added that here the same case, here the same thing has happened. Added because these two sentences are spoken by the same speaker, and these two sentences are in assertive sentence. So added that here also we can use added that, and added that there were many other ways normally changed according to the rules of assertive sentence. There were many other ways to serve the people. Now come to the interrogative sentence. Why have you selected this profession? Shamim asked a question to Rifat. Why have you selected this profession? You know, we have already in my last class, we knew that whenever in the field of interrogative sentence, we'll use reporting verb ask or inquire and conjunction if. Then, but when the another sentence comes, then you have to again mention speaker and person spoken to, because these two first two sentences are in assertive sentence, but this sentence is in interrogative sentence, so we have to again mention the speaker. Then he, who is he here? He is Shamim. Then he asked, or you could use Shamim. You could use Shamim also. Then he asked Shamim. Why. Shamim asked. Sorry, here Rifa. There will be not Shamim but Rifa. Then he asked Rifat, Rifat. Then he asked Rifat why he had selected that profession. The in why he had. You have to change the interrogative sentence in not only interrogative sentence, but in the field of changing narration, every sentence will convert it to assertive sentences. That may be interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, or operative sentence. Every sentences will uh, be converted into assertive sentence. So then he asked Rifat why he had selected that profession. Who is he here? He is Rifat. Rifat. He had selected that profession. Rifat replied, in reply. If someone asks you no, if someone asks you a question, then you have to reply. It is one of the rules of passage narration. Whenever someone asks you a question, and then whenever someone asks a question to someone, then he will reply. He has to reply. The person spoken to has to reply. If the speaker asks person spoken to, then person spoken to has to reply. So Rifat replied in answer, or we could use here in reply. In reply, Rifat told that we could also use this. In this way, we could do. One thing always remember, actually, it is specific, or you can sense it in many ways. There are many alternative ways to sense it. Actually, there is no hard and fast rule to sense the passage narration. You may, according to that will depend the text, that will depend the motive of the passage, how you will sense the passage. Sometimes your expression also, the expression or the mood of the sentence will make you will help you find the real way to sense the passage narration. Rifat replied that his mother liked that profession. Already this has been sensed in that way. Dear students, there are some important rules. At first, every rules hasn't come to hasn't isn't applicable for this text. There are any alternative. There are any more ways to sense it, and you have to learn more technique, and you have to practice it. Sometimes yet I uh, want to say to you, if there are first one yes or no, if there is some if you ask someone a question, if you reply yes or no, then you have to use he replied in the affirmative instead of yes. Instead of yes, you have to say, or you have to reply uh, in just reply in the affirmative. And if you have yes, and if you have no, then you have to say reply in the negative, that reply in the affirmative, that suppose, just I want to wrap this. Suppose these two sentences, Rohim said, have you done the work? Yes, said Kuli. Then how can you sense it? Just Rohim asked Kurim if he had done the work. Yes, instead of yes, you have to use Karim replied in the affirmative that he had done the work. You have to complete the sentence, then replied in the affirmative. If there was no, then you could use or him replied in the negative that he had not done the work. Dear students, our time is limited, so we can't continue the classes anymore. I think you will follow our classes both in online class and you will come to your classroom according to your routine, and yet and moreover you will again I advise you to follow the rules of health and hygiene and be conscious and always be safe. Thank you very much, dear students. See you again.